Hey everyone, and welcome to another live challenger commentary from a SkillCapped expert. This guide comes from our website, SkillCapped.com, where we have over 500 Smurf commentaries by the top players and coaches, teaching you exactly how to escape the rank that you're stuck in. There's 14 brand new commentaries added each week, and a site-exclusive feature where our challenger experts will answer any and all questions that you have. All of this and so much more can be unlocked at our website, SkillCapped.com, so click the link in the description below, head to SkillCapped.com, and get the rank you've always wanted.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another SkillCapped Smurf commentary. My name is Sho, and this can be playing Ekko in Gold 4. Alright, okay, we're starting with Corrupting Pot here. Ekko's early game is really weak, so you need that Corrupting Pot to get you through the laning phase in most matchups. And if you wouldn't go Corrupting Pot, you would just start Dark Seal, but generally Corrupting Pot is the way to go. I want to start off by saying some things about Ekko, some fundamental stuff. He's an assassin. He is one of the, if not the best scaling assassin in the game, if you don't count Kassadin as an assassin. So really, really good assassin in terms of scaling if you build the right items on him and you play him right. So the early game is, in return, he kind of sucks at the early stage. He's really, really weak in the early levels. In the early, like when his Q doesn't clear the wave yet, he can't really do anything. Champions like Kiana or Zed, they have a lot of kill pressure at that time, while Ekko doesn't really have much at all. So you're kind of waiting till you hit level 7 or level 9, depending, to be able to wave clear very, very easily, one-shot the casters with your Q, and that's when you can start to really apply pressure to the map. So my early game is a bit weaker. My late game is a lot stronger than something like Zed, or at least a lot more reliable. So in the early game against range champs, you want to make sure you don't accidentally Q the casters. You don't want to throw your Q into that wave. Against melees, you can try to get level 2 first, but against ranged, it's impossible. So if I Q the wave here, he will just freeze and I will lose all the farm and get harassed a lot. So instead, I'm trying to just make sure I don't take any poke, and I just get all the minions here. Didn't get all of them. I'm just gonna play very slow, very carefully early game. He's not pushing, he's not harassing me at all, so that's nice. I can probably just blast at this. Get the auto off, but it's fine. It's not pressuring me at all, so I can try to... I don't want to throw a Q still. I can start throwing Qs into the wave when I hit level 3. Because then it kills the casters with 2 Qs. So go E level 2. And then really just chill. I don't want to trade right now, even though I might be able to win a trade, because he wants to harass me, right? So trading means that I'm going to be... Oh, well, this is a free trade that you can always go for. If he takes a double Q like that, you can just get a lot of damage off and he can't really do anything. So generally what you want to do on Ekko is you want to short trade like that, right? You want to use your passive to get out after getting in. And now since he let me trade on him once, I'm fine with trading again because he's so low HP that I actually have kill pressure on him now. Alright, so I'm just going to be taking it slow, no electrocute right now. I want to get those minions before I trade again. Okay, I missed the cannon. Damn, it lived with 1 HP. That's a sad. If you're not pushed in under the turret, you want to go 2 points into Q. That's why I can now 2-shot the backliners. Actually, I can't. I used to be able to. No, I can't anymore. I don't know what they changed. Whatever, it's fine. Still go Q because you don't need a W. W is something you need to CS under turret if you don't want to get harassed too much. So he's trying to freeze. That's not going to work. My Q is already strong enough. I'm going to be able to push this slowly. Also, this wave is not a freeze anyway. It's pushing to me. I saw Kane was bot side, so I'm going to hover the top side really high up here. And to be honest, I don't look to push this right now. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to demat the casters. That's going to help me be able to clear the casters pretty easily now. Should be killing them with 2 Qs now. So the way you want to use demat is you want to use 2 on the casters, 1 on the melee. And then you want to make sure you don't miss a lot of CS in the early game, even though your early game is so weak, and make sure you get 83 AP until level 7. Because if you have that, you can one-shot the casters level 7. If you have less than that, or you don't have demat, you're not going to be able to kill them. And that's a really, really important thing about Ekko, that you can clear the wave level 7. Because then you have 2 levels where you can move around a lot more efficiently and a lot quicker. Opposing to being stuck in lane a little bit longer. And TF is really good at that time of the game. So right now I'm just waiting. I mean, he's just using mana constantly to try to CS. I don't really look to pressure right now. Like I said, I don't really have an easy time pressuring. Now I can start pushing because the wave is bigger. I can easily crash this. I don't care if he trades with me because I'm looking to reset anyways. He's gonna tank that, I'm happy with that. Put a ward here and just... Maybe actually gonna stay for another wave. He just doesn't apply any pressure at all. Usually you have to look for a reset around this time because you get poked so much. But right now I'm happy with just scaling. When you use the card like that, I know that the jungle isn't around, because otherwise he would keep it, and I don't have to be scared of CSing. Now I can reset and get my alternator. Could also stay for a Dark Seal, to be honest. But with the alternator I have enough IP to actually start trading. Enough damage. I can probably find another reset until that time, or just TP. Just gonna walk mid here. TF is looking for a reset. He's gonna have his ult, so I don't want to use my TP here to pressure because he's in base. Just gonna keep it to follow his ultimate. And then I'm gonna start pushing the waves in the entire time here. And if he ever trades aggressively, I'm gonna trade with him so that he can't ult away. And then look for a reset and TP back to lane. Ideally, so that I can then one-shot the casters. Alright. Don't know exactly where the jungle is, but it is Kayn, so I'm not really scared. The DMS still goes through, but I didn't get blasted. I'm gonna put a control ward here now, so that I have a little bit of vision from the Kayn, but I don't think anything can really go wrong. He's tanked the entire wave just there. Now let's see if we can find something right here. That was a pretty poorly placed W, but that's kind of what you're looking for in Ekko. You want to put a ward into the lane like that. It ran out, unfortunately, but that's what you want to do. Put a ward into lane against these mages, and that's one reason Ekko is so good into them. One, he can just get the push, which is really hard against some mages on other champions when you get to level 7. And then you can find kills like that by using the bushes right here, putting the W into the middle of the lane, and then looking for a trade. And you see now he's so low HP, he can't match with that damage at all. If he tries to walk up at all, I'll just trade on him. I'm getting pretty close to level 7. I'm gonna hit it on this wave, so I'm looking to go for another reset to be able to push in a lot quicker. Need a bit more gold though. Want the Dark Seal and maybe a Blasting Wand is fine. Gonna push this and then reset. He's waiting here for some reason. You can dive him if he wants to. Oh, okay. Kayn here. Just gonna go back. I'm fine with this. I don't know what's going on. I can almost kill him from that HP, but not quite. Just gonna keep pushing. See, it's just barely not enough because I didn't reset yet. If I had a bit more AP, I would be able to kill that really easily. That's what I'm gonna do now. Reset. Get the Blasting Wand for Rocket Belt. If you need AP to clear the wave, right here, you can always just buy parts for the second item that you're going afterwards to get more AP, right? If you didn't have enough or something. If you didn't have the gold, would be fine to go for another Emp Tome and Dark Seal here, for example, if you didn't have the gold right there. Got TP here because, yeah, TF is TPing bot. I just want to pressure. I might have been able to TP bot, but my jungle isn't around, so I don't really want to. Now I one-shot the casters. Wouldn't be able to do that without the D-map. And yeah, one thing that I think people don't really know about Ekko is that, like, even pro players, just judging from the item build, everybody goes Lich Bane second on Ekko, and I'm convinced, trying it out a lot, and then also looking at one tricks, that Nash's Tooth is actually the best second item on the champion every game. Because the damage difference in a really, really quick burst rate is actually super, super small. And then Nash's Tooth also scales better, because, I mean, it just works better with the combo. You're doing more damage more quickly with the auto attacks. Your combo is actually faster. And then you get a lot of AP, and Ekko loves AP because everything he has, every ability scales with AP. So getting less AP for Lich Bane is actually super bad. So right here you get 100, from Lich Bane you get 70. So for the same price you get 30 less AP for that on hit that you're usually only going to proc once or twice. And you lose the attack speed, which is just massive. And then on top of that, the attack speed you can not only use for the combo, but you can also use it to push turrets. You can use it to kill tankier targets, obviously. The on hit is not bad. And then also I want this plate, I don't care. Maybe I should care. Thought I was gonna get that faster. It's okay, that's what I have Corrupting Pot for. Well, not really, but whatever. Yeah, collecting resources to get to your third item, and that's where Ekko really starts popping off. When you have your third item, when you go Rabadons, that's your core, by the way. Basically, always want to go Rocket Belt into Nash's Tooth into Rabadons, unless you need Void Staff. Void Staff is the other option. Okay, he's letting me go for a really good trade again. Now I can actually look for a dive potentially. I need to wait for my abilities, and I'm pretty low on mana, so now he has no card. Okay, didn't want to use W there because I was scared I would run out of mana, but the cost is actually super low. Never knew that it was that low. Alright, and now I'm really set up to carry this. And my team is actually just popping off on bot side right now, but still 7 and 6, so pretty even. I want that plate. No. Ah, I missed it just barely. Sad. It's okay. Now we go Rocket Belt, and then we're super strong. I might actually just go Darksteel as well with it, because that is a really early Rocket Belt. Or pretty early at least. Now we go Sweeper. Don't need to ward for the lane anymore, so Sweeper as assassin is always good. But you always get it a bit later than on other assassins. Now, one thing I want to talk about in terms of comboing on Ekko is something that I see people not utilizing a lot on the champ is that you can actually use your W and your Q during your E animation. So while you're dashing, you can actually use them, and that cancels the animation time of the Q and the E, because you can see if I Q right now, I'm going to have to stand still, and W the same thing. And sometimes they'll matter a lot, because on Ekko you want to move around, you want to stick to people a lot. And if you don't use it at the same time, you're just going to be standing still like this every single time. And that's something you really don't like on Ekko. So instead, you want to EQ like this. And then you don't have to stand still at all, and it's really easy to stick to people. You can do the same thing with W, but that's a lot more situational. This guy is about to die, by the way, because I have Rocket Belt. Or maybe this guy. Alright. It's pretty good. Oh, we lose a lot on top lane, though. That's not nice. What's this guy dead? See, that's how you want to do it. You want to make sure you EQ, and right there, if I eat and then Q, that would not have been in range. And if I eat and then stood still to Q, he might get out of range as well for my auto attack afterwards. So doing it at the same time is actually super high value. Just gonna reset here. Actually push the next wave and reset after. Maybe I could actually take the turret. But I think it's too late now. Should have done that on the last wave already. Oh. Actually hit me. It's okay if GP walks back in, I can ult. I can't ult here, I'm just gonna die. Oh, okay. I'm fine. I'm just gonna stay here and clear the wave, but I'm not looking to fight anymore now that I'm low. So basically, what I wanted to say is you want to be moving around a lot on Ekko. You want to make sure that you utilize the movement speed from your passive, but also when you jump into the enemy team and you try to get out really quickly again, you run out, and then your ultimate actually gets on top of the people that you were. Maybe I can get this, no, but I'm low on mana. I don't have ult afterwards. Don't risk it. I have a shutdown, pretty big shutdown actually. So I'm just gonna clear another wave and reset. And TF can't really contest me at all right there, because I don't even have to be there to clear the wave. It's insane. Anyways, when you're using your combos, when you're walking in, jumping in, getting your movement speed and run out again, your ult will go right where you were, which follows you on a 4-second timer. And then you can often ult back in right here. GP walked right on top of it, and if Kane wasn't there, I would just ult back in and one-shot him, but Kane was there, so. Sometimes people, like often people know about it, but sometimes people don't, and that's really something you want to be abusing. Another trick, to be honest, it's a bit advanced, so I would keep that one for a while. Like, would not do that for a while if you just start picking up Ekko. Is if you get level 6, you should actually not level your R immediately, because if you level it, then they will see your trail behind you, right? And if you use your ultimate, that trail is gone. So often when you hit level 6 or 7 or whatever, people think that you don't have ultimate up because you don't level it. It doesn't show. So that's also something you can utilize, but that way you always have to keep your skill point, and when you have to ult, you have to really quickly level it and not accidentally forget that, because then you're dead. So that's something that you definitely want to avoid. So yeah, now I'm going Nashus, and you're gonna see how nice the attack speed is when you finish the item. And now I'm just gonna be scaling on side lane, right? I'm playing this as if I was a Cassidy in a way. Just farming out the side lane, pushing the TF in, making sure he can't move. And then I'm gonna take jungle chem, so I'm gonna look for picks, depending, flanks. Still an assassin, I'm just not ultra strong right now. I don't really care if he does that, I have corrupting pot. Now I can flank mid lane, potentially, find a better W angle. Okay, he's going back in. Maybe we can kill this guy too. I don't think we get in range. I actually have a blue now, I don't think that I'm gonna get this one. No, I don't have E. What a disaster. Now I walk back and they're gonna walk into my ult, I think. Damn, she healed. Oh, what a flash. Very unnecessary throw, you should never do that. Learn from me. Just don't fight there, no reason. We won the fight, we got the blue. My team had a bunch of gold and I didn't have much gold, but they just went for a random fight. I mean, I just followed them up. I let myself get baited there, but it's still my fault. It's okay, we're scaling. I definitely outscaled TF, there's no question in that. Ideally, I wouldn't have, I would have my blasting one first though. I wouldn't go for the recurve bow. I only go there because I have a dagger right now. I want to sell my corrupting pot. Yet. Alright, so I have TP, I want to go top. Drake's coming up. It's the objective we want to potentially contest. GP is actually pretty hard champion for Ekko to beat. He's just too tanky to kill, unless you have your 3-4 items, but usually then he has defense as well. This guy has no defense at all, but he has still got resolve, so bone plating will make it pretty hard. And double buffs, it's just usually he can just kill you, he just has enough damage and you don't. He can kite you if he wants to. Or like he can zone you with his barrels. I know what we're doing right there, this is just super in. Or are we winning? Isn't GP there? GP was there a second ago. There he is. Damn. I think this is fine though. I think he... Oh, he doesn't kill her? What a disaster. Camille doesn't TP either. Ah, how sad. She doesn't TP. It's okay. Now I start corrupting pots to get my Nashers, and now I'm gonna be pretty strong. Damn, I really thought we were gonna win that, but they were all there. No one answers Camille, and Camille doesn't TP in, so that would have been a fight we definitely win. It's okay. GP is really strong, but to be honest, he's going full damage, so when I get my 3 items, I'm just gonna blow this guy up. Alright, now, next objective is still gonna be Drake, but to be honest, it's pretty late into the game. Like, I don't think we're gonna lose the game if we get to the point where the enemies would get souls, so I don't think we have to contest this. At least not fight for it if there's a chance we lose the fight. And I'm pretty strong right now, 2 items. GP has 3 though, so it's pretty rough. Something else about Ekko combos that I want to talk about really quick is that your rocket belt actually resets your auto attack. So when you use it, you want to make sure you use the rocket belt to when you combo, you want to make sure you use the rocket belt to actually completely like burst the target immediately. You just E and then you Q during your E animation, like I said earlier. Then you use the E auto attack to get to the enemy. They have 2 marks and you instantly rocket belt auto attack. And I'm gonna try to show you guys later on when I actually one-shot people. I mean, I do one-shot the squishies right now for sure. Yeah, I can one-shot anyone besides TF, I think, and Leona. And I mean, GP is not possible. TF is maybe possible, actually. He's a bit tanky because of the Everfrost. So I'm just gonna be pushing top here. Oh, no mind, GP is here. Wasn't he on bot? He must have TP'd, right? I'm just gonna go mid. Thinking about going on GP there, but should really not try to fight this guy right now. It's the only guy that's really strong. It's the only guy that I can lose against, so I should try to get as strong as possible if I have another opportunity. Can we fight here? Flash over. Just gonna try to find someone here. Can't find someone. GP is coming too, so I'm Audi. Damn, I wanted that. Yeah, I'm not really finding anything to do right now. Just gonna go grab this blue. Blue's really good. Less cooldown on your Q and your E. And to be honest, there's no real trick to using your W in skirmishes. There's not much that you can tell someone. Like, you have to learn how people move, and it's really hard. That's what makes Ekko really hard, but I think that Ekko is still a good champion to play in lower ranks, because if you... like, he's hard mechanically to master for sure, but he's really forgiving with his kid, with the ultimate later on. You don't die as easily as you die on some other champions, on some other assassins if you overextend, so you can afford to make misplays more often. Oh, don't trap me, please. She doesn't see me. You see that damage? Oh no, just as I... Man, my ult was right on top of Leona as I ulted, but then I did the E towards GP. That's very sad, but I think we just killed them all here. Alright, so Magi is also a really good item naturally on Ekko, because you love the AP and you love the movement speed and you have an easy time keeping the stacks. So whenever you have the Dark Seal stacked, it's a really good item on Ekko. Just go for the Magi's if you're comfortable. Maybe not in the first games you're playing, but definitely a really good champion. And now I feel like I'm unstoppable. On other champions, on Assassins, sometimes at this time I feel like, oh guys, I gotta end because I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna get outscaled. But on Ekko, I never feel like that. On Ekko, I always feel like I'm gonna just kill everything now. I should probably reset. I really want my Rabadons, but Magi's, I'm just gonna get Magi's anyway, so it's fine. Okay. And now I'm not gonna buy anything else. No control wards. And one thing that I don't want any of you guys to do is buy Zhonya's on this champion. Zhonya's is terrible. If you build Zhonya's, like ever, on Ekko, or maybe you played Ekko before you built Zhonya's, you notice that there's such little times you actually want to be using Zhonya's. Like, the only use, seemingly, that it has is to go in, Zhonya's, and then people walk on top of you and you can ult them. But that should not happen if they're, like, if they know what your champion does, right? So, I want to kill this guy again. I have flash, he's gonna let me kill him in a second. Whoops, I misclicked. You see how quick my combo was there just because of the Nash's Tooth? I didn't even use Rocket Bell, damn. That was the time to use the combo. But now that they're dead, I can try to showcase kind of what I mean on the Skull Crab in a second with the combo. And since you love getting to 3 items on this champ, you're gonna see when I have Rabadons. But you kind of already got a preview right there. That's kind of how it's supposed to look every time you get Rabadons against the Squishy. This guy's only building damage, so I'm just gonna kill him with an EQ Rocket Belt auto. I want to show you how the combo works. Hope I don't mess it up, because I only have 1 shot. So EQ, like that. And it's an auto-tech reset, so your auto-tech comes out super quick. Even before you get your Nash's Tooth, it's pretty much that fast. So that's how you want to do it. And now I'm not going to have Rocket Belt for the TF, but it's okay. Worth it. It's a ward here, so no way he's going to walk into me. He is walking into me. Oh, there's an enemy here. That is terrible. The gold card into Everfrost and I just die. Ah, whatever. That was troll. Yeah, I should not go for that. I wanted the Rabadons, but I should have just went Grump. But it's okay, you'll see. I'll just one-shot everybody. Alright, now this is the core build, right? This is what you want to have almost every single game on this champion, and you don't want to skip, and you don't want to delay anything for Zhonya's. So now what you get after this is kind of a little bit up to you, depending on... a little bit up to the game, to be honest. So right here, they have no magic resist at all, so I'm not going to go get Void Staff here. Like I said, Zhonya's is terrible, so I'm not going to go Zhonya's. Banshee's is not really required, so usually on Ekko you just go for max damage, unless you're like really scared that you're gonna... Like, you could go QSS in some games or whatever. I could go QSS this game, but it's not quite good enough. Because against something like Malzahar or Skarner, you just have very little chance. But right here I'm just gonna go for more damage, because I know that if I don't kill this GP, no one is going to. So I'm gonna go Lich Bane now. So Lich Bane actually an item that you can still build on Ekko, but I definitely think that Nash's is a lot better in the earlier stages. And it's just better than Nash's. Like, I would always build Nash's instead of Lich. Lich is just the other good damage option. It's just a bit worse than Nash's. And you see the damage that I do on these jungle camps now. That's what you want to be doing on Ekko. One of his big strengths is his resource gathering, right? You can just run around on the map, one-shot waves, one-shot champions, one-shot jungle camps, and you get so much gold. So much more lively. So now we gotta be careful because we're doing the same mistake as earlier. I want this cannon though, I refuse to give it. Fine. Okay. So I'm almost 16. My ult cooldown goes down super low, and then something you can do when you have your ultimate on that low cooldown is actually recall and then ult back to where you were, because your ult cooldown goes down to like 30 seconds or 35, or depending on how many cloud souls you have, it goes really low. Almost 16. I want that 16 to be honest, but I mean we can just one-shot the GP. I can just kill him with my flash, and if we kill him we get Nash. Everybody's around Nash right now, so now I'm gonna look for a pick. The GP. It's not the GP, that's the Leona. I don't wanna overextend into Leona because I'm just gonna get CC'd and die. Can I find someone here? There's GP, but I have no E. Wait for my E. I kill him. See that? He thinks that he can one-shot me, but I one-shot him instead. And that's the only fat person in my team. I'm calling Nash now. I don't know, I feel like my pings are bugged. Every time I try to ping on my way, it goes to like something else. I'm spam pinging, but it's okay. Now I ping Nash and see, people always listen. I know what people are complaining about. Just spam ping like that, you know? Make sure you don't... I don't want to go too deep here. I'm just gonna... Oh, that would have been a kill. We shouldn't go in there because I don't have ult. It's really troll. Maybe it's not troll. I think I killed Jinx here. And you just one-shot everybody. No real skill required. You just gotta make sure you don't go onto people too early by yourself if there's all CC around, right? That's a really important thing. People struggle with Ekko against CC and want to build mercs and stuff, and in reality all you gotta do is wait, right? Like on other assassins. You don't go in first. That's all that there really is to it. Just wait for your team to do the engage, right? There you saw how long I was just standing around thinking, this fight is terrible, and then I just go in and one-shot to people because they have nothing left. Someone already died, Kane already ulted, GP was dead, TF died as well, then I just one-shot two of them, you know? I just clean up the fight every time, no matter what. As long as I don't go in first and get chain CC by the Leona and burst by the GP, I'm always gonna be fine. Right, my team should be resetting right now, that's why I'm not pressuring, because they have a lot of gold, we just want to fight. And we got Nash, so... yeah, they should be resetting. Otherwise I would be pushing bots aggressively. I guess I should do that regardless. And you see I just one-shot every jungle camp in the game. It's so fun when you get to this point on Ekko. And that's really what like it's worth taking all that pain in the first 15 minutes of the game where you just don't really do anything and other champions just take over the game, because when you get to this point you feel like you're god. It's almost like I'm trying to sell you guys Ekko, but I mean, it's just that fun. And you see the damage to those objectives with Nash's Touche. People can't tell me that Lich Bane is better. A bit of extra on-hit on the tower here would do nothing at all. They just overchase my team, I go get their inhibitor really quickly. I'm gonna recall, get Lich Bane, and then... good ult back. So you have 4 seconds when you're in base, right? But you need to make sure you don't accidentally wait a bit too long, because then it's a disaster. Now I have no ult for 30 seconds, something else I gotta keep in mind, but I wanted to be in position to push this next wave, and then potentially even look for a pick. But I just want to push this, and when the Drake is up, when the fight is there, I should be getting my ult back up again. Even the Ekko W scales with AP, right? The shield. Look at my shield right now. It does 1,429. Not for a long time, but... ah, damn. I just killed him with an E auto attack. I didn't think he would. Look at that damage. Give me the penta! For the content! Okay, okay. This is actually possible now. It's actually possible. You went too early! Okay, whatever. This is the full build, guys. Very fun game. Thanks for watching. I mean, I think we're gonna end, right? Actually, maybe not. They respawn. And this is the right way to play Ekko, in my opinion. You're not supposed to be... There's some Ekko players, like even good Ekko players, that just play completely aggressive the entire game. Like they run Ignite and everything. The only way you run Ignite on Ekko, in my opinion, is when you don't need Flash. Then you go Ignite TP. And other than that, I mean, this is the full build, max damage build, and that's how easily you can kill people. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
And remember, this guide comes from our website SkillCapped.com, where we have over 500 Smurf commentaries by the top players and coaches teaching you exactly how to escape the rank that you're stuck in. Not only that, but we release 14 brand new Smurf commentaries with cutting edge builds and meta champions every single week. And if that wasn't enough, we have a site exclusive feature where you can ask the Challenger expert any question you want, anything you're struggling with or confused about, and are guaranteed a response by them. All of this can be unlocked for as little as $5 a month and is backed by our rank improvement guarantee. That means a full refund if you don't improve. That's not all, you also get the most comprehensive League of Legends training on the internet with over 900 videos and 150 courses teaching you exactly what you need to know to improve. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below, head to SkillCapped.com and join the hundreds of thousands of satisfied SkillCapped members and get that rank you've always wanted.